article, I saw that there are a lot of numbers. So as we're reading, I want you to think about what do these numbers mean, or why did the author use these numbers? So I'll show you a little trick on picking those out and help us determine what they exactly mean as we read as well. So reading is the foundation to a child's future successes, and March is Reading Month, celebrates and promotes ways to help children discover the joys of reading. It is important to start building a strong foundation at a young age, because reading to our children early in life will help them succeed in the future. Children who know the building blocks of language at 6 months are better prepared to start reading by ages 4 or 5. House representatives have built upon strong foundations parents to create at home by making, I think I started reading that wrong. I'll try that again. House representatives have built upon the strong foundation parents create at home by making it a priority to invest in Michigan's K-12 school system, as well as its early childhood education programs. Last year, representatives invested nearly $450 million for K-12 education, which helped per-student funding reach its highest level in years. Another $65 million was invested for early childhood education, which has resulted in at least 16,000 more children gaining the opportunity to attend preschool. There is one more slide, but I'm going to pause before we go there. And we're just going to highlight some of these numbers. So I'll model this first with this slide, and then I'll have you have a chance to practice on the next one. So highlighting all these numbers, I think we got them all. So if I just look at these numbers here, I'm going to think of these as signposts of something that the author is trying to convey to me. We want to know, why did they use them? So they're telling us, I see 6 months, so if they know the building blocks of language by 6 months, they are better able to start reading by ages 4 or 5. So I think, wow, that is really young. And then the other numbers we have here are $450 million and $65 million. So if I'm thinking millions, that is a lot of money. So it looks like the author is trying to really tell us that they spent a lot of money on the education to help with reading. All right, so when we go to the second slide, do we have a volunteer to read? And we'll practice pulling out those numbers as well. All right, thank you, Harmony. I turned on your microphone so you can click on the talk button.
When parents, schools, and teachers work together, Michigan's children are prepared for a brighter future. Children who have learned the basics of language are given the opportunity to grow those skills in school, are 3 to 4 times more likely to graduate high school, 50% more likely to get ahead in classes, and 50% more likely to attend college. We should take advantage of every opportunity we have to inspire our children. March is Reading Month is just one of the great ways we can pass on love for learning to Michigan's children, because a strong foundation, along with the right investments, will ensure a brighter future of Michigan's children.
Excellent job. Thank you, Harmony. All right, I'm going to turn on those whiteboard tools. Go ahead and highlight those numbers that we have here. All right, excellent. I think we got them all on this slide. So we know that children have basics of language, given an opportunity to grow those skills, are 3 to 4 more times likely to graduate high school. So 50% more likely to get ahead in classes, or 60% more likely to attend college. So keeping those in mind, Those numbers that we used in the slide, what do you think makes them important? Or what do they make you think about? Yep, go ahead, use those whiteboard tools. All right, so it looks like we have some good comments coming through on the board. As a reminder, let's keep the chat box on task during our lessons. All right, so if someone took the time to type out those numbers for us on the left, and on the right we have what makes them important. They're important for learning. They're important so we can attend college, get a good job, and earn money to support yourself and others. And let's see, try to scroll through that one. So it says makes them think about that if you just read, you can pretty much make it to a good college or maybe a college of choice just by reading. Well, we know that the more we read, the more words that we're exposed to, the more vocabulary we learn, and it definitely helps our minds grow. Let's see. And then here's one. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger if I can. Oops, sorry, that's me. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try to move this text over here so I can read it. It went off the screen a little bit. Okay, it's important because for our future, we're the future of this generation. All right, well, thank you those that were contributing your ideas. Now, thinking about that passage, what do you think the central idea of the passage we just read? So you can think about those numbers, think about what was communicated in that passage. What is the central idea? Go ahead and use those whiteboard tools. Okay, so I'm going to start looking at some of these comments from our classmates. People love to read, and they convince people to read more in their lives, and people make books for kids to learn and share what they learn. Okay, and then reading is important for life and learning, an important part of learning. And let's see, to tell us why reading is important for our future education. All right, and maybe it's more of an advertisement, perhaps, to read more in your life and make it better. All right, and with reading we can learn more words. All right, so definitely, the reason why I was having you look at those numbers and statistics is that I just wanted to help get you thinking about the significance of reading and the impact it can have on your future. And you had a lot of great comments here from your